And more news coming in this morning. Remains of the deceased Indians are to now arrive in Kochi. Mortal remains of 31 Indians to reach Kochi shortly. Union Minister Suresh Gopi has arrived in Kochi as well. In fact, the special Indian Air Force aircraft to bring the remains of Indians back. Mortal remains of those Indians, most of them in fact from Kerala, who perished in the terrible fire that broke out in Kuwait city on Wednesday, now being brought back to India, and the plane is to now arrive in Kochi at about 10:30 is when it is expected. Mantri and MP, in fact Suresh Gopi is also at the airport right now. Union Minister Suresh Gopi arriving there in Kochi, the special Indian Air Force aircraft to bring remains of Indians. These are pictures in fact coming in from the airport as well, where in just some time from now you'll see the Indian Air Force aircraft, the special aircraft, bringing back the mortal remains of those Indians who perished in that fire in Kuwait. On your screens, pictures are from Kochi right now, where Suresh Gopi, Union Minister, has reached as well. Also, representatives of the DNK at the airport as well. Suresh Gopi, in fact,
the tragedy is so voluminous and it's impactful. It's a real thud on because we consider the Pravasi community which helped the economic situation, especially in Kerala. If you check the history since 70, Kerala has voluminously grown on the money which was transacted through Pravasi efforts, sweating. So the state and the country has high regards, very high regards for the Pravasi community, and such a tragedy is so painful. The individual losses of every home that is implicated by this sorrowful incident. Definitely investigation is going on. There will be fruitful results to the creation of maybe a fair report, and on the basis of that report, the country which holds the prerogative will definitely take steps forward, and definitely as the mother country, India also will play its role very well, because we have initiated the graciousness of the government. We have initiated it right from the moment this news was on. So the government of India will definitely take appropriate actions, decisions, and make very appropriate deliverances. That is a different thing. It relates to the diplomatic conditions, laws, stipulations, all that. Don't make it a controversy. It's not at all a controversy. People who are really at the helm of affairs when it comes to diplomatic transactions or connects, they are into it. Don't be worried. They are also capable. No, there are no demands. The demand is their life. The promise in their life, which has turned into ashes. So the resurgence of those dreamers in every family has to be included into our hearts. So anything possible should be done by the government of India, and also people who are excessively blessed by God. So I think a flock of Malayalis, Indians, will get into the fray of helping the resurgence of such families. That will happen. That is being taken care of. Our MOS is working on it. He's there, still there. So we'll have our contingent working, looking after the people who are in several levels of conditions, health conditions. They will be brought back to India, and their rehabilitation also will be taken care of. It's no graciousness. It is a duty of the government of India and the state government also. They will all give a fair treatment, I'm sure. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, ഞാൻ അവിടെ
Shibi, in fact, is getting us more details on that story, Shibi. Not just, in fact, Suresh, Gopi, but also representatives of the DMK are there because many of those who died in that horrible fire, in fact, some are from Tamil Nadu as well. What more details can you share with us about the kind of arrangements that have been made at the Kochi airport? In just 15 minutes from now, we're expecting the special Indian Air Force flight to land there.
Sneha, all the arrangements are in place is what the state government has said. In fact, Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan has left for Kochi yesterday itself. And, there are 31 mortal remains of 31 people that will be reaching Kochi in another 15 minutes. It was earlier supposed to reach at 8:30, but it got delayed, and there was now it will be reaching at around 10:30. 23 are from Kerala, 7 from Tamil Nadu, and 1 from Karnataka. The DMK government's, Tamil Nadu government's representatives are also at the Kochi airport to receive the mortal remains of the 7 people who died in Kuwait, who are natives of Tamil Nadu. Also, there's one more Keralite who is a native, who is settled in Maharashtra and Mumbai. So his mortal remains will be taken to Mumbai, is what we're understanding. In fact, Health Minister Veena George from Kerala was supposed to travel to Kuwait yesterday, but she was not, the political clearance was not given by the External Affairs Ministry, is what the state government here was telling. So that had to be cancelled. There was a lot of lack of clarity at the airport yesterday. But yes, all arrangements are in place. Right after it reaches Cochin Airport, the mortal remains will be taken to the respective district, to the respective houses of these 23 people. Yesterday we heard that there could be 24 or 25, but yesterday evening when the state government released the final list, there are 23 Keralites among the 45 Indians who died in the Kuwait tragedy. That was official list that was shared by the Kuwait authorities, which was shared with us by the state government. So all arrangements are in place. It's just a matter of the flight landing in Kochi, and right after that it will be taken to the respective houses of the deceased.
You know, this is so tragic. We're putting out the pictures of the family members there, waiting for the mortal remains of the loved ones. Many of them, in fact, Shibi, were young. They were there in Kuwait City for work. Some of them, in fact, as you all have been reporting, were, the only earning members of their families, isn't it, who were left behind there in different other parts of Kerala. Shibi.
Sneha, exactly. In fact, some of them, the families of some of them were saying that they got the death confirmed after seeing the photographs of, their family members on various media platforms, which was very tragic. In fact, some of them had reached. One of the case that we heard was that he had visited Kerala last week. It's just been a week since he left for Kuwait. He left for Kuwait on June 5th, which was last week. So, a week was the only time that, it was just here a week ago, and in fact one of them was identified by the father also. His father was also working in Kuwait, so he was the one who identified the son's body. So a lot of tragic news coming out. In fact, the state government has announced that there will be a compensation of 5 lakh which will be given to the families of the deceased, and 1 lakh to those who are injured and admitted to various hospitals in Kuwait. In fact, the 2 NRI businessmen from Kerala who are also part of the NORCA department, NORCA board, which is the non-resident Kerala group, will also be donating a certain amount, which is 5 lakh from one and 2 lakh from the other. So the state government has said that the family of the deceased in a total will be getting 12 lakhs, which includes the government compensation as well as the money that will be given by the two businessmen from Kerala. So a total of 12 will be reaching the families. But again, most of them were the only breadwinners of the family. Some of them were very young, very, very young, in fact, in their late 20s and early 30s. So very tragic news coming in because, Gulf is a lot of Malayali population in Gulf countries are huge. So there's a very important connection also with the Gulf for the Keralites. So something like this in the recent past, we've not heard a major tragedy coming out like this from the Gulf countries. So very tragic. In fact, the families, like I said, some of them were saying that they got to know about the news of this death through various media platforms. They got it confirmed through this. In fact, one of them were also on a call when this accident took place. So when we look at case studies, it's very disappointing and very heartbreaking kind of things that we are hearing.
Right. I'm going to thank you, Shibi, for getting us those details, putting that into perspective. We'll, of course, keep coming back to you for more on that big story that we are tracking. Mortal remains of 45 Indians who died in the Kuwait inferno to arrive shortly. An Indian Air Force special aircraft carrying the mortal remains of 45 Indian victims from a fire incident in Kuwait has departed for Kochi. On board is Minister of State Kirti Vardhan Singh, who coordinated with Kuwaiti authorities to ensure swift repatriation. Police forces and ambulances are deployed at Cochin International Airport, where the special aircraft is expected to arrive now. There are 31 bodies that are being brought back, out of which 23 are mortal remains of those who were natives of Kerala, 7 from Tamil Nadu, 1 from Karnataka. The Kuwait inferno started in fact on Wednesday. According to reports, the fire started in a kitchen on the lower floor of a 6-story building housing over 100 Indians, resulting in 45 fatalities and numerous injuries. The majority of the victims are from Kerala.
We are expecting the bodies in another few minutes. So Honorable CM will also be reaching here. And all arrangements are made, all ambulances are ready. And police will be accompanying everybody, every ambulance. And district police chiefs are also included in this whole process. So everything is done and everything is ready.
Now we have made all the required arrangements for receiving the bodies, and then we have liaised and coordinated with the family members of the victims. And once the bodies are received here, after they would be properly escorted to their respective places. The number of bodies as of now we received is the 23 bodies belonging to Kerala, 7 belonging to Tamil Nadu, and 1 belonging to Karnataka.
What happened in Kuwait was a really tragic incident, and 23 Malayalis, 1 Karnataka person and 7 Tamils. Their bodies will be moved here, and the last respects will be paid by the Honorable Chief Minister of Kerala, the ministers of the Kerala Cabinet, the local people representatives, and their bodies. We have arranged exclusive ambulances for each of them, along with a pilot vehicle by the police. Norca department has arranged the ambulances, so we will ensure the smooth transport of these bodies to their home places. We have already got their addresses verified. We have got their death certificates. We have got clear identifiers so that there is no last-minute confusion. We are ensuring that the last rites of these 31 persons whose souls who have passed away are done smoothly.
Then the mortal remains will be reaching the Kochi airport in any time now, is what we know.